Hello everyone. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to short a stock in Stonks 9800. Okay, shorting stocks can be a confusing concept because there's a bit of accounting trickery that can get confusing if you don't keep track of the flow of cash. Um, so I have a diagram here. So let's say we have me and you here. And I go to you and ask, hey, can I borrow $100? And you say, sure, here's 100, pay me back in a week. What has now happened is a transaction has occurred. You, the creditor has given away or credited cash. So you've credited $100. You don't have that cash anymore, and that's $100 cash. Um, so you have given away or credited the cash, and I have received a debit of the value of the cash that you gave me, so $100. But something else has also occurred here. Since this is not a gift but a loan, this isn't really my money because I must give it back to you. Simply, I'm indebted to you or I owe you that $100. That loan amount is a credit for me, but that loan is an asset to you. So basically, it's a minus $100 value of a loan. So I have to give that back to you. And the fact that you have $100 value of an IOU or a guarantee or promise that I'm going to return, that the fact that you gave me $100, I promise you in a week's time, I'm going to give that $100 back to you. And so that is the flow of cash. Simply, I was indebted to you at the time, or I owed you that $100. That loan amount is a credit for me, but it's an asset for you. So it's a debit in your column. And look at that. Everything evens out to zero. And that is how we know everything is correct here. So, how does that apply to short selling in the game? Basically, it works like this. We're going to pick a stock that we think is going to decrease in price. So right now, let's take away my company. This one's growing. Let's take away everything that's under 100,000 for now. Or near it. Okay. So Hard Bank looks like he's been going down for a long time, and then K was been going up. Let's add another one here, another couple. They've been going down, these two. This looks good. So let's go to the short selling screen. And who was that? That was Komami. So we're gonna go to the short selling screen and we're gonna look for Komami. Second other page. Yep, right here. And we're going to buy 100 shares, or we're going to essentially get loaned 100 shares. And that price right here says for negative 7.89 million. So it says right here that we're going to lose money here, or this is going to come out of that account, out of our account. But that's why the accounting lesson was a little bit important, because this is from the broker or the person who is loaning you the shares' perspective. When we make this deal, we will actually gain 7.89 million. But we're going to have to pay it back to the broker. So we're gambling on a stock that we think is going to fall in price, so we don't have to pay as much as we initially get loaned, this amount, that 7.89 million, therefore making a profit. So we're going to take this deal. So boom, we've taken it. And you see when we come to the income and expense, it actually shows up as a positive value. And right now, this is a positive value, but if we had the other side of our little T chart that I drew earlier, it would show a negative 7.89 million as a loan or a credit value. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let time pass, and hopefully we're going to keep an eye on Komami here. We're going to look and hope it goes below the price of 77.728. So let's see. Stay Kids 72. It's going lower. Excuse all the interruptions, 69. Let's see if it goes lower. We'll wait one more day. Work day. The market's not open on weekends. 61. Okay, we'll take it there. So then what we're going to do is we go to the exchange, find Komami, and then we're going to buy 100 shares. That is going to set us out 6.19 million. We'll take the deal. Then we go over back to the short selling screen, sell those shares to make our debt good, and then let's look what happened. So right here, February 12th of 1992, I took, wait, is this the Komami short? Yeah. So I shorted Komami for the value of 7.89 million. So I essentially got a loan of 7.89 million. But that's not really a loan of 7.89 million. It's a loan on the shares itself. And the shares are valued at 7.89 million. So then we go a few days later and the price has dropped from what we got the loan for. And since we are not on loan for the money itself, but for the shares, the value of the shares goes down. We give the shares back, and the shares are actually worth less than what we got it on loan for. So we've just made a profit at about less than $1 million, but that's how we did it in a few days. So you can imagine if I had spent $1 billion initially on the 12th and then sold it here, it would be a much bigger profit. Therefore, that's how short selling works. And that's how it works in real life, except it's not as easy. There's a few extra steps. But yeah, that's how you do it in Stonks 9800. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And thank you very much for watching.